Couples must agree not to share their issues with their in-laws. So, private agreement, public display. If you have issues, discuss it. Don't go to your in-laws and express what each other are doing. By doing this, you set a boundary. By setting the boundaries, you also help both of you by not blaming each other. He said, she said, all of these things play against you. I'm Richard Akita, and today we're going to be talking about things lots of couples whisper about, but rarely say out loud. How do you outlaw the in-law without breaking the family or your sanity? I'll say up front, it isn't about cutting people off. It isn't about causing drama. It's about protecting the peace and purpose of your marriage. Even when family drama or dynamics get tricky. So if you've ever felt caught up between your spouse and your mother and father, or you are overwhelmed by family expectation, or just unsure how to draw the line, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about how to create boundaries and how to outlaw the in-law. Number one, the unity factor. From an early stage in your marriage, couples must agree not to share their issues with their in-laws. So, private agreement, public display. If you have issues, discuss it. Don't go to your in-laws and express what each other are doing. By doing this, you set a boundary. By setting the boundaries, you also help both of you by not blaming each other. He said, she said, all of these things play against you. Remember, when you have a disagreement as a couple and you tell your in-laws, you've done two things. You've alerted the in-laws of the inadequacies of your spouse. And number two, when both of you have made up, you put your in-laws in an awkward place because now they have to accept that you're both back in a good place. So, start with that private agreement and public teamwork. Boundaries are a love language. Here it deals with healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries do not create distances. Rather, it creates clarity, and clarity protects peace. So when your in-law wants to show up unannounced or constantly giving you advice on how to raise your children, the worst one is, or how you're not cooking your spouse's favorite meal. All of these things do come to play. And this is what I encourage couples to do. Yes, you will accept and listen to the advice. You don't always have to act on it. But it's a good thing to be able to say, hey, Mom, Dad, we love you very much. We appreciate the wisdom you share with us. But we've decided to do it a little different. And we hope you can support us in that. And there are times where you need a firm no thank you. Doing this helps the boundary to remain. Let the spouse deal with their parents when it comes to issues. And what I found in my marriage was that both my in-laws, whenever there was a disagreement, I had to learn not to approach. Because whenever I did, in the early stages, I actually caused more misunderstanding. So my wife would speak to her parents, and vice versa, I speak to my parents. And I explain to my parents, while they're trying to help to protect, while they're trying to ensure that I have a happy home, their interferences doesn't help. Outlaw the in-law. The third thing I'll say is, to outlaw the in-law, we don't have to be defensive or be resentful. Rather, we must choose peace over pride. When our ego kicks in, we don't listen. So I encourage you, not every comment needs a comeback. Not every offense needs a confrontation. Remember, as a couple, the more you talk, the more you discuss the issues, you would find a way to move forward. And in so doing, you reduce the amount of impact the in-laws have over you. I use this illustration advisedly. When we look at the animal kingdom, let me use the pride of lions. At one point, the male lion, when he comes of age, is kicked out of the pride, and he now has to go out there and start his own. He meets his own family and starts his own family. And this is what you're doing as a couple. A man leaves his mother and father and cleaves to his wife, which means at that moment, the two need to work together and allow themselves to go through their mistakes, to go through their painful moments, to go through their challenging moments. All of these things are helping the relationship to build tenacity and resilience. By running to our parents every time there's an issue, you allow the voice of your parents to continually be in your marriage. My encouragement is private practice. Disagree privately. Have a public teamwork where people rarely see you disagree. In-laws will respect that boundary. They'll respect when they advise and you say to them, no, thank you, or we prefer to do it another way. If we do that, it helps us to start and build our marriage together. And that will outlaw the in-law. Finally, if it gets too hard and you've done all the things I'm suggesting and it's still not working, then this is where you can get in touch with a therapist, a faith leader, a relationship coach, so that you can navigate this season in your life. Because your marriage is worth protecting, and you must do everything you can to ensure that you maintain the peace at home. So if there's any takeaway, this is what I suggest. Unity with your spouse. Keep that unity going. Be kind, but be firm to maintain your boundaries.